The ktinga, and last I left off, I went ahead and painted a few more panels and then basically ripped the tape off the entire model. I went ahead and painted another round of panels on here, and I used green RLM62, which if you airbrush it, and it's a shade darker, but it's basically the same color as the Japan OD green there, which it's no big deal. I kind of wanted to, I didn't want three-tone greens on here, kind of like that. I basically wanted two greens, and that's the way I'm going to roll with it. I'm pretty much done with the this color green on the panels. I'm probably going to do my next step is I'm going to take German uniform green, and that's going to be, if you can see it, it's a little lighter on the panels here. I did a couple there. Hopefully the light won't fade it out. But anyway, I'm going to go in with a little more tape again, and some with just a regular old brush. And I'll go in and touch up some panels, just get some break up the monotony, and just have a little pattern going. And I'll have two tones I'll have a dark green, I'll have a lighter green, and then a lighter green for the top, for the bottom and the top. Did that on the other side as well, and just slowly picking away at it. One thing I did do is, and I don't know if you can actually see it. If you can see I did what's called not a pen wash, a filter wash, and basically the same thing. Just take take cheap acrylic paint. You can take model paint too, whatever you want acrylic wise. Pour you some in, fill it up with water. You basically just want just the pigment of it, and then just let it flow through the crevices and everything. And I got everything darkened up on the neck here. I'm going to go in one more time, and then after I get done with the washes and everything, I'm going to go back in with the airbrush, and we're going to do some post shading, because I want a little bit of streaks and everything, because I want basically a motion of the ship going that way. But anyway, got that on. I went ahead and got the little blinker lights on there on both sides, and looking pretty darn slick. There's a couple places I got to touch up, but anyway, I got to paint like that one more square, and then I got to go back in with the earth here, and there's a little bit of panels that I got to paint, but no big deal. I got I'll call it a little phaser cannon. I have no idea what it is, but I painted that the gray violet. Went back in and painted all the gray violet on the sides of the nacelle here. I don't know if you can see the actual colors. My lights may be filtering it out, but did on the bottom or both sides, and then I'll go back in and I think there's a little design on the front here. I may copy what they got going on. They kind of go all the way wrap around. There's two little lines. Where's me a good little picture? They got two little lines, and then it wraps around. I'll probably do that, but I needed to get all the tape off so I could see where I was at. So I'll tape that off, airbrush that on, and we'll be good to go on that. But anyway, the head here, I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see it from not too dark. I started painting the sides of the head, just one color. I'll go back in with the German green and paint that as well. But anyway, there is that. Started painting the top. Got pretty much what I wanted, that green on there. Then I'll go back in with the German uniform, do a couple of colors, and then after I get a couple of the brown squares here painted just a different color, then I'm going to go in with probably a lighter green, maybe a little white, and I'm going to dry brush the very, very top of everything here, just to get the detail where it'll just pop one more time. But anyway, that is where I am on the ktinga. So hopefully we'll get a little more done Christmas Eve. So that's what we got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.